Under the sea, under the sea. Life is better, something is better under the sea.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Super Mario Bros. 3 on the Super Nintendo. I am One Wild Sheep yet again, and welcome ladies and gentlemen to World 3, the ocean. I hate water levels. Well, to be fair, this water level isn't that bad for one reason. This suit, ladies and gentlemen, is this suit here that I'm wearing is the frog suit, and this makes water levels so damn easy and fun. As you can see by here, I am actually just swimming along at my own leisure, and basically the control, like I said, it makes water levels fun. The water levels become a good time when you have the suit, and you can sort of just jet through the levels. You just use the D-pad to sort of maneuver yourself and hold down the B button, the jump button, to swim faster. And that's all she wrote. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Of course, the suit isn't the best for one reason. When you're on land, the frog suit, well, let's just say you're a bit nerfed. Every time you try a walk, you just have this weird sort of like, I don't know, you just have this weird thing when you walk. You have to hop everywhere. It's quite annoying. Either way, if you're wondering how to do water levels or with normal controls, I did not know that Star was there. Basically, just keep booping the jump button until you get a chance to. Basically, keep booping the jump button, and eventually you'll just sort of swim up. And if you hold the up button while swimming up and you reach the top of the water, you'll hop on out of the water, which is very useful. Anyway, these fish enemies, the cheeps, are an absolute nightmare. They're the pretty cheap enemy type, if I do say so myself. What they basically do is they swim towards you, and that's it. They sort of swim and body slam you. It's the equivalent of Magikarp using Splash, I assume, in Pokemon. Which is an LP I want to get to some point, Pokemon. That could be quite an interesting one. But yeah, these cheeps, like I said, they're quite a cheap enemy type, and there's not much to say about them. They just sort of flop about everywhere. But hey, the Fire Flower is extremely useful, specifically in this world. Why? Fish enemies are a nightmare to kill. You have fish enemies in this world that can even one-hit kill you. In fact, we're going to be introduced to that enemy in the next level, I believe. And that's where the Fire Flower helps. You pick up the Fire Flower, obviously, just like in Mario Bros. 1. If you push the run button, you'll shoot a fireball out. Shoot the fireballs at the enemies, they'll explode the enemy. Well, they won't explode the enemies. This isn't Michael Bay. Of course, I'd love to see that now. Michael Bay directs Super Mario Bros. 3. I'm so tempted to just put explosion sprites now every time I kill something with a fireball. Just an explosion animation every time something blows up. I hit something with a fireball. I don't know. That'd be amazing. But anyway, this thing chasing us, the gigantic cheep here. This here is, I always get the names mixed up. It's either Big Bertha or Boss Bass. And basically, even though it easily goes down with each fireball hit, a single fireball will take him down. If he hits you, it's instant kill. I am dead serious. And now you know why I call these cheeps cheap.
Oh, you're down at the bottom of the screen, are you? Well, I just gotta jump out and hit you in the head. Oh.
Why did I give the cheep a Luigi voice? That makes no sense. But yeah, like I said, Big Bertha or Boss Bass is an annoying enemy type. If you get hit, you die in one hit. It's a frustrating time if you have to deal with that. But I got through this level just fine. But unfortunately, we're going to be dealing with Big Bertha or Boss Bass. I need to figure out which one's which. I always get the names mixed up, always have. Like one of them's Big Bertha and one of them's Boss Bass. I think Boss Bass is in Mario 64. I could be wrong. I don't know. Anyway, it's a bit more of a traditional level for Water World, thank God, by here. Because all we have to do now is just find our way through the castle. However, unfortunately, this little castle here is a bit of a maze where we need to find the right doorway and entranceway in order to progress on. Honestly, there's not much to say about this level other than it's just sort of trial and error. When you know what you're doing, you're gonna get through it. No problems, mate. You'll figure out the right way to go,
and everything will be just dandy. However, if you don't know where you're going, good luck.
I hear a helicopter. I'm sorry if you guys can hear that in the background. I can't do anything about helicopters flying about. But, yeah. Also, one thing I haven't really talked about yet, those, you might have noticed the skeletons, skeletonal, is that skeletonal? Basically the Koopa skeletons there, which are known as dry bones. Those enemy types, well, you can't kill them. Well, you can hurt them, and you can knock them down, but if you try and kill them, they will continuously re-come back to life, because obviously they're essentially undead. Unbloody dead. I mean, it's even worse than cats! Hate those bloody things. Oh, Christ. Props if anyone knows what game I was referencing there. I need to do some Rareware games at some point, though. I love Rareware. It's one of my favourite game developers out there. I never got around to LP in the games before. It's because my N64's got really awful picture quality, and I want to make sure I can get a better picture on my N64 before I do those. But I digress. Not really much to say about this level, really. There's loads of... When you're stuck kind of like with booze, so coming back and forth between you, sort of shimmy back and forth to keep them from moving towards you, and they're easy enough to deal with, because there's a slight delay from the boo when you're looking at them, and when you're looking away from to actually respond and instantly go,
oh, he's looking away now. Lash him, boys. Let's knock him out.
But fortunately, the boos never managed to knock me out, so there we go. And Boom Boom! The less said about Boom Boom, the better. Now, Boom Boom does get upgrades as time goes on, as you fight him throughout the game, but he doesn't really do anything with these upgrades. Like, I think in this level, he got the ability to fly. I'm not entirely sure.
But the thing is, I beat him before he could do anything. I mean, honestly.
Boom Boom is useless. But anyway, time to go over these little Aim Spade minigames, and like I said, it's pretty cool, And I got quite lucky by here, but however, I kind of messed up in that last little switch thing. And of course, because of that, we do have an extra mushroom and an extra fire flower in our inventory, which is very useful. Seriously, you will be needing the inventory later on in the game, because, well, you may die a lot. It helps you when you die, because you can get an instant power-up before a level begins, you know. It's how it works. And we also got another hammer. I don't think I ever really bother using the hammer now again. Like, a lot of these... I don't know if I go through every single floor tile, like, you know, the tile minigame where you have to match up the 3 tiles and make an item. I don't know if I ever complete all of them, because I can never really be bothered, I don't think. I could be wrong. Anyway, if you have just not enough reach to get up to this thing after the sliding section by here, well, there's a hidden block by here, so you can just sort of boop your way up. So that's pretty considerate of the game designers. Anyway, if you're wondering how I'm sliding down a hill, basically hold down button when you're on hills and you slide. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. Just need the slide music from Mario 64 and everything will be just dandy. Also, those para Goombas, which are basically Goombas that can fly, they're not that bad an enemy type because, well, you don't really see them that much. But one of the annoying things is they will drop mini Goombas onto you, which will slow you down and sort of screw up your jumping capabilities, so be careful of that. And also, we ran into a new enemy type again! Lakitu! Now, Lakitu is an enemy that in Mario Bros. 1 is one of the banes of my existence. The other one being the Hammer Brothers, which aren't so bad in this game. I think it's probably because they got a better hit box, but I don't know. But yeah, Lakitu will sort of float about to the top of the screen and he'll throw spinies and little spike things. Basically, he throws things that hurt you. At you. And he just sort of follows you throughout the level, and he's more of a nuisance.
Oh, I thought I had a restraining order on him. Oh, when the government knows about this, oh, Lakito's gonna be in some deep shit. Ah!
Jellyfish, I hate ye. But anyway, we've got old enemy types returning in this level, folks. Well, that big Bertha type enemy over there, unlike in the other level, isn't an insta-kill, but what it will do is it'll spit out little babby versions of itself, and At least I think that's what it does. And also these jellyfish, they just sort of float there. They're just, consider them parked vehicles. If you get hurt by them, well, you shouldn't have swam into them. Although they are very awkward to deal with, especially with the swimming mechanics, because the faster you push the swim button, the more momentum you'll gain when you're swimming upwards, which means you need to be very careful when you're trying to swim up. It's actually quite annoying to do the swimming in this stage. Like I said, the level design is amazing, but swimming mechanics could do a bit more help. Yes!
Now, motherfuckers, it's Luigi's time to shine. 25 lives! 25! People are gonna tell me, go get a life, Luigi. What do I say to them? I got 25 of them. Oh, they be jelly of Luigi.
I don't know where I was going with that. Oh yeah, I do use a hammer. So basically, if you use this hammer by here, you can break open this and take this little canoe, which will lead you onto these secret islands, which you can head on over to, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. And we can also get a nice little look at the castle, which I believe that island below with the castle on is designed after, is it Kyoto? Someplace in Japan, I believe. Could be wrong. But anyway. Ahoy, pick a box, and its contents will help you on your way. Arg! That sounded more Scottish then than pirate, but there we go. It was meant to be pirate. Got plenty of item houses here, so if you want to go down here, it is completely optional. There's no levels to go down here. If you want, you just go down here, pick up a box filled with items like this super leaf, for example. And yeah, Bob's your uncle. You can also try your luck to get hold of extra lives as well, which I still, to this day, hate this minigame because I don't think... If anyone knows if there's a way to manipulate this, please tell me in the comments, because, I don't know. Here's a mushroom sandwich! Because it bugs me when I can't get the extra lives, and I don't know if it's all random or what. Because every time I try timing, I'm always one panel off, like right below.
It's a mushroom with legs. It is a mushroom with legs. Someone shoot it. It is a monstrosity.
I say as I walk into a house that Toad manages, and he's essentially a mushroom on legs. Unless that mushroom is a hat, but I'm just going to assume he's a mushroom, because it's funnier. Oh, well, back to the mainland we go, see if we can get a bit further. It's quite a long world, actually, now that I think about it. And these this is why I hate Hammer Brothers. Ugh. The horrible things. He crossed over a bridge when the bridge was open. Huh. Let's have a hell of a jump. Now, you'll see these bridges on the world map, actually, and from time to time, you'll see them either open or closed. When they are open, basically, they fluctuate every level you go to. When they're open, you can't go through them, and then they close, you can get through them, so there's that. It's quite an interesting gimmick. Like, if the bridges are closed and you can actually walk on it, you can sort of skip a couple of levels if you know what you're doing, I believe. I'm pretty sure, anyway. Let me have a look at the map here. Yeah, you can skip one level. Nope, 2 level. I just realized the castle is a fortress. So yeah, you can skip 2 levels by using the bridges. Pretty interesting. Oh no, it's an auto-scroll level. Now, I don't mind auto-scroll levels like this, but the problem with them is you need to be good. Isn't that the case for the entire game? Yes, I guess it is. But no, you need to be very patient with your platforming in order to get through these stages. It can be quite annoying. But there we go, there's that. But fortunately, the game's kind enough to give me a ton of free, what's the terms? Coins, that's the one, that's the term I'm thinking of. Free coins. So there's that. And of course, just sort of boop around the level. The stage overall is quite easy. And one little tactic I can use to help you out with the stage is whenever you see Para Koopas, which are basically Koopas that fly, if you hold down the jump button, you'll be able to use them as like a step to jump higher, so you can sort of... You can use enemies as platforming in a platform game. And no! Damn it. That one block but there that I'm kind of mourning not hitting contains a 1-up. I got 23 lives anyway, it doesn't really matter. Wait, what? I had 25 a minute ago. Ah, the power of editing. Be fair though, I did do this entire game in one sitting, and I die a lot more in later levels, which is to be expected, but I know, this game I tend to do, I always do these Mario games in one sitting usually, and the problem with doing things like that is after an hour, I get tired. I get tired of playing games for an hour straight onwards, and my skill really starts deteriorating after that hour is up. Like, I was trying to play Banjo-Kazooie the other day. That's, for the most part, a really easy game. But after I hit the hour mark of playing the game, I snapped. My gameplay just sort of dead, gone. So, yeah, I think I need a new rule of don't play games for more than an hour. Which is usually my recording rule anyway. I just made an exception with this game because I want to get this recording done. But yeah. Oh, one thing I haven't mentioned as well, some of the piranha plants that pop outside of these pipes, like that one for instance, will shoot fireballs at you. How do flowers shoot fire at me? Because you think that would burn them. Oh. And I always forget the name of these enemies. They sort of shoot spike balls out of their mouths and throw them at you. They return in later Mario games, like in Mario... Actually, I don't think they return until Mario Brothers U. Was it Mario U? I think it was. Jesus.
Well, good to know they had a fine retirement. Ho ho.
Anyway, to the next castle, and this one, unlike the last fortress, is actually full-blown water. It's a flooded fortress. Yay! What does that mean? Well, it means there's tons of fish that we get to burn. Good thing they suck, but that's beside the point. And you also have to deal with these nuclear waffles. I don't know what they're called. I call them nuclear waffles because James Rolfe called them nuclear waffles. Basically, they're like these fire spinny thingies, and they sort of spin around the room. They're not that bad to deal with. And we get introducing a new platform type, the Boo platforms. Now you can land on these, you can walk on these platforms, and everything will be fine and dandy. But as you can see, if we touch certain parts of these platforms, like basically the parts where the Boo's head pop out, you will get hurt.
Oh, this is why I hate ghosts. Apart from Baltabop, Baltabop is a good ghost. Hence why he's my pet. Oh.
But there we go, there's another Boom Boom down for the count.
Mm-hmm.
You mess with Luigi, son? You mess with all the plumbers, girl! I don't know what I'm doing. Oh well, let's have another hand at our matching minigame, see if we can get some good items out of this one now. And an extra 1-up. You can also get 1-ups out of this minigame. No, I'm an idiot. I'm being an idiot. Left. There we go. Now... Why do I remember where these are the second time when I'm commentating, but when I'm playing the game, oh, I'm useless. Of course, no, I said I'm useless, but I'm actually getting quite a few of these in one go, but that's beside the point. Yeah, it won't be long until we finish that card game. I believe the next world will actually be finishing that one off. Could be wrong, but I believe that's the case. Oh, come on, stop! I shall call it a monstrosity. And it will never walk along Earth. Because it can't, it has no legs. Hell of a double chin on that thing though. Oh god, Big Bertha's back. And he's even more deadly in this level. Because, well, this level is a bit, well, unlike the level where we first introduced to him, this level actually has challenge with normal platforming in general, so we just have to deal with him. Oh, fortunately, we get lots of coins and stuff. I must be like one of the few Mario players that really goes out of their way for coins when I see it. I don't know, I think it's my whole collectathon Banjo-Kazooie-ness kicking in to overdrive for that, and I don't know. Although I have to say that that Big Bertha should have killed me there. I got exceptionally lucky just by spamming my fireballs. So yeah, when in doubt and you're in panic, just shoot fire. Fire is hot.
It's hot stuff, just like me, Luigi. Oh ho, let's go. Bye. Sucks to be you. Oh.
My throat's killing me. But yeah, it's not a bad level overall. You'll see the one thing about the stage that will probably throw you off. As the platforms go up and down, the water level in the actual floor will stay the same. So be very careful of the water level and... Damn it, I just lost my way. Now I need to backtrack here. which is the water level not moving along with the platforms is actually a good way to get up here, because obviously the normal platforms float on the water surface. Well, they float on the water surface, so the water goes up, the platform goes up, so you can sort of use that to your opportunity to sort of jump up and above and around, and yeah, that's all she wrote.
Okie dokie, another one up for Luigi. Ho ho!
Wonder where Mario is in all this. Oh, that's right, he died. Basically, I killed off Mario so I didn't have to deal with editing him out every single chance I got, so, you know. Although this is one of those games that's it's actually pretty fun playing with a second player. I'll be perfectly honest. The only problem with it is you can't play as two players in one level. That feature wasn't introduced into like New Super Mario Bros. Wii. But yeah, you can take in turns playing levels as different characters, and you can sort of compete to see who beats the most levels, which I don't know, I like it. Of course, we're reintroduced to a new enemy type that was introduced in Super Mario Bros. 2. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, meet the Bob-ombs. What do these Bob-ombs do? They explode. So basically, whenever you see a Bob-omb, just boop it on the head and wait for it to boom. And that's basically all she wrote. You can pick up the Bob-omb as well to throw it at other enemies and other Bob-ombs, which can take them out with the explosion. So yeah, you can use the Bob-ombs as some sort of a strategy or some sort, you know. But yeah, they basically work exactly like they did in Mario Bros. 2. The only problem I have with the Bob-ombs in this game, though, I can never tell what the range of their explosion is, because their explosion graphic isn't a usual boom explosion. It doesn't look like a normal explosion does. It's just a bunch of stars that sort of circle out, and I don't know, it looks really weird. And that giant block there, I'm going back to get it. Because that giant block there, whenever you see a giant block, it either contains one of two things. It either contains a special suit, which are basically this game's best power-ups that you can get, or a big ore. It'll contain a lot of 1-ups. This one by here contains a special suit. I believe it's the frog suit. Yes, it is.
Which is gonna make traversal around here a hell of a lot easier. Luigi might look like a ridiculous person, but who cares if you get money for it? Ho ho!
But yeah, like I said, it makes swimming so much easier when you have the frog suit, because you can just stay in place and wait for things to pass, and it makes sections like this so much easier. Because this is like a pseudo maze. That's all there is really to it. But reach all the way to the right side of the screen, and there we go. We're at the end of the stage. Yay! What card do we get? Surprisingly, a star. Although when you beat the level of the frog suit, I love the little animation he does, because he little hops at like stupid speeds. And it makes me question, why can't I go that fast normally when I'm using the frog suit? Why do I have to hop like this? It looks hilarious, but for gameplay it's really frustrating. It's really frustrating as well, because we're about to enter the third Doom Ship level. Hey, it's the dinosaur. Hey, these guys weren't introduced into Mario World. What the hell? Well, I guess this was technically the first introduction, but actually, I don't know. Was Mario All-Stars out before Super Mario World? Because if it was, then this was their first introduction. But if it wasn't, Mario World was. So, I don't know.
The almighty frogman Luigi. Time to take on the next Doom Ship. Ho ho! Bye bye.
Now, if you're good enough for the frog suit by here, you can actually jump on these. I can't have. The name escapes me. The wrench guys, though, they throw wrenches at you. You can jump on them pretty much infinitely, and you can get yourself quite a few extra lives. If you're good enough. I'm not good enough to do that. You can also technically do the same thing as well with the raccoon. The thing I just had, which I find a hell of a lot easier, because you just basically keep mashing the jump button until you kill all the enemies, but there we go. Anyway, we're introduced to a new mechanic that's going to be used in later airships, and it makes me hate them. These corkscrews. Basically, you jump on the corkscrews constantly, and it'll slowly move across the screen. And when you're at the end of where you need to go, or when you think you can make the jump, you jump off it and reach the other side. Yay! Fun times I had. But anyway, that is the end of this Doom Ship, so now it's time to take on the next Koopaling.
Wendy.
Oh, Wendy O. Koopa. One of the more annoying Koopas in this game actually to take care of because her attacks are basically these little donut rings and they sort of bounce along the walls. As you can see, she actually clipped me.
Oh, but you're now dead. Luigi number 1. This magic wand will make Luigi a great king. Oh. Bye-bye.
But with that, folks, yet again, that has been the end of World 3. So let's just so free this, Mario? Oh, thank heavens! I'm back to me old self again. Thank you so much. Here's a letter from the princess. Yahoo! Let's go.
Okie dokie. I didn't know you were the king though. Where's all the money you've been hoarding?
As you can tell though, every time you get a greetings card off Peach, it always includes a little bit of a hint, which for the most part isn't the best hints in the world, but they work. They do their job. So with that, folks, that is the end of World 3. So thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't be sheepish, people. And when we return next time, we'll be taking on World 4. Which, if I remember, is a world of massive proportions. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!